TWR presents your daily video with the best market news, signals, and alerts. TWR simply is your one-stop shop. TWR Technical Video. What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room, and I'm back at you with another video. Guys, this is your Saturday Tech video, and today I'm going to teach you guys the 5-3-1 method so that you guys can make some money, okay? And it's a very simple, effective method, specifically if you are a beginner and on your way to an intermediate type of trader or investor. Now, real quick, I need you to hit that like, I need you to hit that share, and I need you to hit that subscribe button because I want you all to come with me on the journey and we can go attack this market together as TWR Market Warriors. Check the description tab out because I got all the links to all the TWR products and services. And don't forget, tomorrow we got Levels Ladies Sunday Trading, and that is something you don't want to miss. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. And as always, if you're ready, all you got to do is you just follow me and let's go to war together, team. Traders War Room, let's get it right now.
In the Traders War Room, warring with the market every day, we on Zoom. Never gonna quit, ain't no way we gonna lose. I done made a profit and it's way before noon. Way to go, dude, come.
Activate your 2-day trial of TWR All Access on the Discord platform. Stay tuned at the end for upcoming products and services. All right, so like we talked about, we're going to talk about trading the 5-3-1. So what is this, why it's effective, and how do we make money utilizing this strategy? All right, so first you have to understand that every successful trader has a strategy that they utilize, and it's pretty much their go-to for entering and exiting the trade. Now, beginning traders typically start off with whatever they get off of YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, or the influencers, what have you. Then they dip their feet into the market waters. They try their hands at trading various stocks and strategies, and they get the I just bought this, you should too, and to the moon 1000% is imminent, blah, blah, blah. You know the people I'm talking about. All of these influencers have one thing in common. They are all very rich and have made millions off of you guys. But honestly, keeping it real, they have no idea what they're doing because they aren't real investors. All of them are just very lucky people who have made a few good speculative calls, and some people made money and they push a lot of content. No more of this crap, guys. Today, I'm going to give you something real that actually works for anyone and all styles of trading and lasts a lifetime of trading to make money. TWR has your 6th battle. So what typically happens at first, and this is what gets people on the hook with that FOMO and that meme train, right? Is they're successful initially with a strategy and gains. They're able to flip 5 into 100. They take that 100 into 1,000, that 1,000 and 10,000, and then they start to feel like this. But eventually they start losing with that strategy, and then they move on to the next cool thing or the next hotness, right, that the influencer pushing. All you got to do to remember this is think AMC, GME, coin, etc., etc. So once again, they start off with a little bit of success, but ultimately reach a failure point, and once again, they move on to another strategy, and this revolving door continues and continues while their bank account diminishes and diminishes. Now, what separates the beginner from the intermediate is the refinement of these strategies. Now, there's a lot of great information out there, but most of the influencers are giving you that Barney style bare bones because they're appealing to the very beginning trader and investor. So the refinement strategies, specifically ones that have shown positive results, are the next step in your evolution from taking your trading, investing from those beginning stages to that intermediate range and eventually becoming experienced market warrior. Now, this is what the video is going to focus on. and a strategy, which is more of an immediate to advanced, but if utilized as a beginner, it can be refined, dialed in, and extremely effective strategy that can last you the lifetime of your trading and investing journey. The 531 method is simple, effective, reliable, and works on any type of trading that you want to do, whether it's stocks, options, Forex, future, crypto, it doesn't matter. The strategy and the method is the same because it's all about refinement and consistency over time. All right, so now let's get into the 5 part of this method. Typically, when we start out, we're watching anything and everything that's moving and shaking. And that's fine if you have the experience underneath your belt to really understand that. But until you have that experience, which it's only developed through time and basically actively trading and investing, you need to really tone it down so that you can focus on creating positive net income first. Now, this is where I want you to focus on 5 stocks that you either like, that you use, or maybe that are trending at a particular time. Now, these could be different, especially if you're trading Forex or you're in the crypto market, because you may not actively utilize these particular stocks, but they're things that are moving and shaking. But they can also be stocks that you use on a day-to-day basis. You have Apple products, you focus on Apple. Maybe you utilize Microsoft in your business operation, you focus on Microsoft, so on and so forth. But the big thing is that we want these to be trending, we want these to be liquid, and we want to have volatility associated with the price action so we can make those dramatic moves. So I'll give you an example of what I'm going to use, right? Well, I like Apple products and I use Apple products, so I'm going to watch Apple. I also use Microsoft products in my business, so I'm going to pay attention to Microsoft. I'm also a fan of Tesla and I like their disruption on the way forward, so I'm going to pay attention to Tesla. I also like artificial intelligence, so I'm going to listen and pay attention to NVIDIA. And I utilize PayPal for my business, so I'm going to pay attention to PayPal. So whatever it is, you pick 5 that you like, you follow them, but you want to make sure they're high liquid, high volatility, and they're moving and shaking and trending. And so those are my 5 that I'm going to focus on during this video. All right, now let's get into the 3 part. Because we have our 5 stocks we're paying attention to, we want to focus on the 3 part of the method. This involves having reasons to enter into your trade. I want you to remember this: 3 reasons why to buy the trade. Now, this is the part that also correlates into the refining part of our strategy, because we got to have a reason to get into the trade. Not just that we like the trade or we use the trade. We need a reason why it's a good idea to get into this trade, either long or short, so that we can make money off of it. So, for example, we're doing our due diligence on Tesla, right? And say it has a report out that they have an investor meeting coming up on this Friday. And there's a whole bunch of buzz on some big news that they're going to come out with some type of crazy thing. And, Elon Musk is trending and all that stuff. Well, that might be one reason why we would want to get in the Tesla trade going into this week, because of a potential catalyst type of move. But that can't be the only reason why we get into the trade, because we need other reasons to get into that trade. Remember, 3 reasons why to push the buy. So we have to search for it. And usually what I like to get into is I like to have reasons. One that is a news catalyst, one that is a technical analysis catalyst, and one that is a fundamental catalyst. So to get into a trade with Tesla, what I would be looking for as a reason would be the news. We come into Monday, I would look for high volume example, which is pretty much a guarantee, as Tesla is one of the most traded stocks. But if we had unusual high volume or a spike, that would be one of my number 2, because that would go into the technical side of the house, right? Now, I need my 3rd reason, right? Okay, so say something on the chart, like we have maybe an inside bar, and I can create like trigger points and essentially a battle zone for entering and exiting, or some kind of report of deliveries that gives me fundamental reasons for a bull or bear case. I want you to think of 3 reasons as 3 out of 3 or 100%. Take 1 away, you're 66%. Take 2 away, you're at 33%. Trading is about probability of success. We want as close to 100% as we can achieve, knowing that 100% is impossible in the market. But we know that if we hit the 3 reasons why to buy the stock, the only thing left is our one part of the strategy, and that's getting in and out of the actual trade, and our probability is at that much better for getting profit out of the trade. The part 1. So once you have your 5 stocks and you have your 3 reasons why to buy, we want to really focus in on our specific way that we're going to enter the stock trade. Now, of course, before we even enter, we have to have our exit strategy as well. And because we don't want to enter blindly without an exit strategy, because that would be essentially gambling. And we're not gambling here, we're trying to trade and invest. This is the part that each person kind of has to figure out for themselves what works and what doesn't. And this is a true trial and error. Both successes and failures have to be analyzed and refined. A good strategy always takes time to develop and to be consistent. But we have to remember, again, nothing is 100%. So the goal is always to tweak and refine a strategy to use for consistent profitability over time. The strategy must also work for the person specifically in what I like to call the individual's trading personality. Now, real quick, I want you to check out a TWR video on trading your personality. It's on our website, and it is a fantastic video that really gives you insight into who you are as a trader and investor and what type of style really kind of meets you and your tendencies. Now, give you a disclaimer, this is not one of those sexy videos that's going to give you the explosive indicator to get 1,000% returns and all that stuff, okay? This is more of kind of breaking down the mental edge of your trading and investing game and giving you that insight to kind of do a deep dive into you and develop you as a total investor. But it's one of those classes that if you're truly dedicated to trading and investing and to making a lot of money over the coming years, this is one of those must-have classes because you have to develop this to be successful. It is a no-brainer, and you won't be successful unless you have an understanding of this particular part of your trading and investing journey. Now, for this part, I really would like you to have just one strategy that you utilize every time for entering and exiting a trade. But be realistic. I don't want you to have more than 3 strategies tops that are your go-to for entering the trade. It could be as simple as a moving average, cross on a main chart indicator, or some sort of confirmation from a subchart indicator off of price action trend. Whatever it is, it must be something that you have used before, it is battle tested, and it has been proven to be effective more often than not. Now, unless it's a new strategy, in this case, you should paper trade it. First, back test it, and only utilize it with light positions only. First, until it's proven effectiveness. Now, remember, there's no 100% strategy, and we have to understand that trading the market is all about probability. And when you deal with probability, at some point, the probability of failure is still present. However, we can mitigate the probability and the possibilities of the success and failure rate by being consistent with strategies that are proven to be effective. So, with this part specifically, I want you to utilize that one go-to strategy for entering, and when that happens and it triggers, you attack. Now, the next part to the 1 part is what I like to call 1B, and this is the exit strategy. Now, there are many ways to go ahead and skin this cat because everyone has a different way and expectations of exiting. Some people like to utilize the 10% rule. They take profit at 10% and that's it. Some people may utilize the trailing stop loss. So as soon as they're up, they slap on that trailing stop loss and they ride the wave. Some others might use monetary values. Say they're up $10 or $20 on the overall trade, they start to trim out. This is popular specifically with options. Whatever their strategy is, I want you to utilize one reason why to exit. And I want to say that again. All you need is one reason why to exit, and that is because you're green. Look, we could get the potential 1,000% gainer, right? And absolutely have that and miss that because we're taking profits. But more often than not, when we start out, we get emotionally tied to our trade. And what I mean by that is that we're emotionally tied to the monetary value of which it has relating directly to our portfolio and our risk tolerance. So until we have the discipline to be able to scale out of the positions, it's better to take a win and stay disciplined rather than take a failure when we have a winning trade because we got undisciplined or greedy. And you see this time and time again. You're up 10%, you're up 50%. You think you can go for the 100% winner, and then it reverses on you, and now you got a losing trade, 20% down, 50% down, maybe even 100% down, and you average into it because you think it's going to rebound, and you just keep dumping more money into a losing trade when you had a winner and you didn't take it. So example, I like to trade options. And anytime I trade options, I'm always buying at least 10 contracts. And most of the time I'm getting 20. But I haven't bought like one contract unless it was a specific type of like a lottery trade or a fund trade I was doing with my TWR members on a platform for like 10 years. So, example, when I'm up 10% on my trade, I'm starting to scale out of my position and I'm setting stop losses or trailing stop losses at break even so that regardless of what happens, everything past that initial push is a green trade and net positive once I'm in the green zone. Now, as I start riding the wave and I'm up 20%, I scale out again, but I move my stop loss up. This is called riding the wave to Profitville. We come up 50%, we push our stop loss to 25%, and et cetera, et cetera. And you can see the kind of pattern. So regardless of what happens throughout the trade, you're coming out, always taking profit, and moving that stop loss up to protect your gains. Now, are you going to miss out and leave some money on the table, potentially? Yeah. So if the entire trade, say, goes 100%, and you scaled out half of your position in increments, well, you missed out on 100% of your trade being up 100%, absolutely. But would you rather have profit and the potential of still being green and net positive on the way up, or that reversal, which you've seen time and time again, absolutely wipe out that entire trade and you're negative 20, 30% instead of up 50% on your trade? That's the real question. So this is why I'm a big believer, especially when you're a newer trader and investor, that when you see green, you take the trade and you move on. Believe me, there will be another trade, there will be another stock, and there will be another catalyst event happening. I promise you that. It's better to take the money, have a win, and refocus onto another trade than get completely emotional and start losing because of that train of thought in the mind of being emotionally charged every time you enter the trade and you want that positive reinforcement. Because the worst thing a trader and investor can be is scared in this game. Because if you're scared to pull the trigger, then when you finally pull the trigger, you're going to be scared the entire time that you're in the trade. You have to be calm, cool, and collected no matter what happens. And you got to have that plan, both the entrance and the exit plan. So in conclusion, let's go ahead and start wrapping this up. The 5-3-1 method works. It's simple and effective, and it can last the lifetime of your trading journey. Take thousands of stocks and condense it just to 5. Have 3 reasons why to buy the trade, and have at least one entrance and exit plan. Practice makes perfect. and paper trade any new strategy or tweak before going live. That's all I got for you. Join the team and come trade with me. And as always, let's go to war. Upcoming products and services. All right, team, I got the August sessions starting for Levels Ladies Sunday training. The next one, 6 August, is open. We have both the Discord and the Telegram ready for you guys to start enrolling. The cost is $50. It's Sunday training and the following week associated 5,000K challenge. Now, what do you get with that? Well, the following week, all the information that we give you inside of the training with the watch list, the charts, and all that, we're going to go with you step by step, play by play, and give you guys the trades so that you can be on your way to making $5,000 that following week with the information we provide. Already this past week, we've had 3 members hit over $5,000. We've had multiple members hit $2,000, and we only anticipate more and more members as this gets bigger and bigger coming along and getting their money. So if you're serious about trading, you're serious about your money, sign up, take the challenge, and definitely for $50 and being able to flip that into $2,000 to $5,000, that seems like a pretty good deal to me. So the link's in the description. I will see you guys at the training, and then I will also see you the following week on our way to making $5,000 that week. Don't forget to go to the website and check out our fully online digital options trading 101 course. This is an equivalent to a 5-week-long course. We customized it and we took our time. This is 3 years in the making, guys, okay? This is one of those courses that we wanted to get it right. We took our time. We didn't rush anything. This is a cradle to the grave approach of options trading. You are going to get the fundamentals from the basics all the way into some of the intermediate skills so that when you come out of this as a graduate, you are a fantastic options trader with the skills to absolutely go out there and be a market warrior and an options sniper, okay? You got any questions on this, ask me, hit me up, send me an email, direct message, social media, whatever. I'll give you all the answers that you got, man. This is one of those courses that if you're serious about options trading and you're serious about your money, you're definitely going to want to take this course, because afterwards you're going to be on your journey to being financially free, utilizing options trading as a weapon. I'll see you in class. The market is our war zone and stocks are the battle. Join TWR and let's go to war.
And learn how to trade stocks. We rentless with the attack when this thing pop. We market warriors and we can share the same pot. I woke up and went to war in my tank top. Thanks, Pops.